Dear listeners, welcome to the podcast channel of the you-smile project funded by Erasmus+. I am Michael Eder from Strateco, and today we will discuss why mobility plays an important role when trying to make tourist activities more sustainable. Our guest today is Georg Huber. He is traffic planner by profession. He works in Graz in Austria. And he is one of the owners of a company called Triagonal. Among others, he has many years of experience in making mobility concepts for companies, municipalities, and regions. Georg, it's great to have you here. Many thanks for your time. Let's start. From your point of view, why is it important to try to make travel mobility more sustainable?
Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me to be interviewed on this very important topic. Why should we try to make mobility more sustainable? There are, of course, different dimensions. We have the environmental, the social, and the economic dimension that need to be taken into account. The environment, climate protection, conservation of resources, air and noise emissions. But we also have space efficiency and congestion, economic benefits, social equity, inclusion, and of course improving the quality of life. This is also a very important issue.
Yeah, wow. There are many different aspects, obviously. In other words, we can see that the issue is actually very, very important on many different levels. To be specific, I can imagine that if you want to make public transport more attractive, it's much easier in urban areas. In urban areas, it's still a challenge, obviously, but how do we deal with this issue in rural areas?
Yeah, yes, of course. It's a big problem that infrastructure is much more expensive in rural areas. In other words, it's not so easy to create an adequate range of sustainable transport option there. So when I think of public transport, car sharing, cycle path and footpath, everything is somewhat costly. So of course, I have to be more creative to come up with appropriate offers. That means we have to be much more flexible. We need demand-driven mobility solutions. That means on-demand systems, for example, in public transport, but also sharing systems which have proved their worth and will certainly become even more important in the future.
Yeah. If we imagine young people working in the tourism sector, for example, as a hotel owner, what specific recommendations could you give them to implement sustainable mobility, just from a practical point of
Yeah.
view?
Yeah, sustainable travel is absolutely a mega trend. So young people in particular are super interested in eco-friendly travel. So and it's crucial that the relevant companies and organizers are ready for it. So they should definitely consider how cooperation with public transport can be successful in order to better cover the last mile. So there are so many ways to expand your offer, like making e-bikes available on site or even car sharing models. Shuttle services are also important, but also promoting multimodal mobility. This is all about using different modes of transport and combining them so that the focus is more on active mobility,
Mhm.
like hiking, walking, cycling, and integrating traveling into the experience of the holidays.
Yeah, very exciting and very interesting. Yeah, this is just sounds like a bit of a different approach. Not just getting from A to B as quickly as possible, but making the journey already part of the holiday experience. Great, Georg. Thanks for your insights and for your expertise. This was it for today. We talked about how to make mobility in rural areas more sustainable. Thanks again, Georg, for your time
You're welcome.
and being with us. Yeah, don't forget to follow you-smile on you-smile.eu and our social media channels to learn more about sustainable tourism in rural areas in Europe. Thank you.